Hi everyone, welcome back to Advanced Excel session with Preeti. In today's session, we will learn a very important topic in Excel and which is very widely used, which is called VLOOKUP. Now, in which scenarios we use VLOOKUP is, let's say if you have a data, it could be any data, let's say you have sales data or HR data or any data which is specific to your industry. And usually this is used when you have some codes and you have to get values fetching from a different source, from a different sheet or from a different file. It will depend. As of now, I'm having another sheet which is having some customer details, and in this data we just have customer ID. Ideally such things, the data is usually preserved in such a way such that you do not have many columns in one sheet, and hence probably they would give some IDs in a particular sheet. But let's say there are more details in the other sheet. So let's say in the other sheet, let's say as of now we have just customer ID and customer name, but it could have many other columns, like let's say customer address or the type of customer, anything of that sort. So let's say at the moment I just want to fetch the customer names as per the customer ID. There are few prerequisites you need to have or you need to remember before you work with VLOOKUP. First and foremost, you need to do VLOOKUP on a column which is unique. When I say that, it means there shouldn't be duplicates. You will ideally not perform VLOOKUP on columns like name. So for example, you have a person whose name is something, and you could have a same you could have another person with the same name. Hence that can never be a unique field. Unique fields is ideally columns like customer ID, employee ID or order ID. These are some unique fields wherein VLOOKUPs can be performed. So as I said, I simply want to get the customer names from the next sheet. I'm adding a column here. I pressed Shift space bar and Control Shift plus to add this column. I'm giving the heading as customer name and I want to get the names. Now this is a very small list, just created so that it's easier for you to understand how the data is moving, but usually when you work with data, it is usually in thousands or at times in lakhs, so it becomes a bit difficult to copy paste or add the values here manually referring to some other sheet or other file. So such formulas like VLOOKUP is extremely useful in such scenarios. So to start with, I'll write the formula equals to VLOOKUP. Whenever you write a formula and if you want to complete it, instead of writing the entire spelling, once it gets selected, if you see it's become blue here, you press tab and it completes the formula for you. You can continue writing it in this way, or you can open the argument box. To open the argument box, the shortcut is Control A. Now Control A is used 2 times. If you notice, even for selecting the entire sheet you use Control A, but if you have a formula written, a function written, and you have an open bracket, and then if you press Control A, it opens this window which is called the argument box. Now there are few things to understand here. First is the lookup value. Lookup value will always be a cell or a text or a number. Usually to make it dynamic, we will give a cell reference. Otherwise, you'll have to always write a specific static value if you put a static value here. So let's say the cell reference or the lookup value is basically what I'm searching for. I'm searching for this customer ID. So I'll select the customer ID. Why I'm selecting C2 is because I'm writing the formula in row number 2. Hence I'm selecting only C2. Table array is nothing but from where you want to fetch this data. Very important thing over here. If you're searching a value, for example customer ID, it has to be the first column in your table array. So my table array is actually the next sheet, and I have placed it in such a way such that it is the first column. Now when I say first column, it doesn't always mean column A. Your data could have started from column D also. But what I'm trying to say is, from wherever your selection starts, this running line that you see, from wherever that starts, that is your first column. So as of now, I'm just selecting this entire range. I'll press Ctrl Shift down to select this entire range. Okay, before we go ahead, a very important feature is to freeze this. Why you have to freeze? Because as and when you'll drag your formula, when you'll drag it to the next row, it will become A2 to B795. The reference will keep on moving. Hence, you have to always freeze it. You have to press F4. So that reference is locked. I have explained about this cell references in my one of my previous videos. You can have a look at that and understand what are these cell references. This is actually an absolute reference. There are other types of references which I have explained. You can have a look at it. Column index number. So it's basically in which column, if I'll just click here, in which column will I get the customer values. So it was the second column in the customer details sheet. It was the second column. So if you see here, it was 1, 2. So I'll just write 2. Let me just remove this and I'll write 2. Range lookup. You have to find an exact value. That means I do not want a nearby value. I want an exact match. If the code is 1050, I want the customer ID for 1050 only. I do not want 1051 to also get a same name. So it has to be very specific, and for getting an exact match, you'll write 0 or you can write false. Either way is fine. We'll do OK. And then I'll drag the formula, double click or use the arrows, copy it down and do a Ctrl D, whatever suits you. I want to remove this formula because you should never keep VLOOKUP formulas when you send a file to someone, because if it is, let's say for example, the data table array was in a different sheet, it will always take the path of that sheet. So always a good practice to make it paste values. So I'll do a Ctrl C, Ctrl Alt V. So this is how we work with VLOOKUP. A quick point to note when you're working with VLOOKUP. Let's say if I had my VLOOKUP and if I had selected a different sheet, let me just create a new sheet. I'll just move this sheet on a new workbook itself. Just notice the difference. Okay, I get a new file created. So if I would have created a VLOOKUP here, for example, I'll write VLOOKUP. I'll do customer ID, same thing. And now for array, if I would have gone to the next sheet, the only difference will be, let's say if I take the whole column, the difference will be, if you see, the dollar symbol has automatically come. So if it was an external file, it automatically freezes, it does this absolute reference on its own. So in case you are doing VLOOKUP in two different files, you don't have to worry about this dollar symbol. But if you're doing it in the same file in different sheets, then you have to put this dollar symbol manually, or else it may throw error. So this is one frequent error that happens in VLOOKUP. That's it. You can just drag it in. So this was all about VLOOKUP. I hope you'll have understood how to work with VLOOKUPs. In case there is any queries, or if you want some clarification in it, please mention it in the comment section. Thank you so much till then.